bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We back out with another video, man. Today's video, I got you guys with this rare lob threat build in NBA 2K23. Now, again, man, I know you guys do like these rare build videos, so I got you guys today with another one. If you guys do remember, if you played 2K20, you guys definitely remember the lob threat. Another very iconic 2K20 build. I'm not sure exactly how you made the build back then, but I'm pretty sure it was a pure inside. When you guys hear lob threat, you probably think that this build can't shoot at all. It's a pure inside, but you're actually wrong. This build is going to have an AE2 3 ball. So this build is actually going to be able to shoot as well, and it's going to have crazy finishing stats. So I think it's actually a pretty good power forward build. Now, obviously, to get this build name, you do have to make the build a power forward, maybe a center too. I know for a fact you can get it at the power forward. I'm not sure about small forward. I didn't test that out. If you guys want to, you can, but I'm just going to go power forward, and then this other stuff doesn't matter. That's personal preference. All right, so moving on to the height for this build, man, I was to tell you guys, now I made the build 6'10". Now this build is going to be able to shoot. Now the main reason why I went 6'10" is because, as you guys know, you do unlock the big man standing contact dunks. If you go 6'9", you don't get those big man contact dunks. That's the only advantage of going 6'10". You get the big man contact dunks, and then you're taller, so you're going to play better defense and grab more rebounds. I was to tell you though, the only thing that sucks about going 6'10" is 6'10s have no clamps. And plus, you have to use a completely different jump shot than you would on a 6'9". So if you don't have a good jump shot for the taller players, I probably would recommend you guys go 6'9". But I think I'm just go 6'10". This build is gonna have an AE2 3 ball, like I said. There are some pretty good jump shots for the taller players. You just need to find one that works for you. And the weight, man, we are going to be going all the way up to, I think, 226 pounds. Let me just make sure. So we're maxing the wingspan out. And yeah, I went 226. As you guys see, we have an AE3 strength. Now the reason for that, AE2 strength does give you silver bully, and AE3 strength gives you gold box out beast. So I figured might as well. So we're going 6'10", 226, and a max wingspan. Then obviously body shape doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pick build. All right, man. Now moving on to attributes for this lob threat build, man. Make sure you guys do copy down just like this. All right, so when you guys hear the name lob threat, you're probably thinking this build has really good finishing, which it obviously does. Our close shot, we're bumping this all the way up to an 85. You could stop at 84, but there's really no point. That's where you get the extra badge point and go fearless. But if you go up to 85, as you guys see, you get a crucial badge, which is fast twitch on gold, which is a really good badge. So we're going 85 close shot. The driving layup, we're putting this all the way up to a 75. Now our driving dunk is going to be a 93, and the lowest you can go is 73 layup, but I bumped it up to a 75. As you guys see, you do get another badge point. I was to tell you guys, if you guys care about having silver acrobat, you could go 76. That does unlock silver acrobat, but I'm just going 75. I think most people probably don't care about that badge, but I'm just throwing that out there. If you want silver acrobat, just go to 76, but we're going 75. And like I said, man, we're going 93 driving dunk. As you guys see, 92 driving dunk. It does give you Hall of Fame aerial wizard, which is obviously pretty much like Lob City finisher from previous years. This is the badge for lobs, aerial wizard. So you're a lob threat. Obviously, you want this badge on Hall of Fame. And 92 is nice. That's where you do unlock all the elite driving contact dunks. But if you go up to 93, you do unlock gold posterizer. So you might as well do that. And then our standing dunk, we're bumping this all the way up to a 90. As you guys know, 80 standing dunk does give you the pro big man contact dunks, and 90 standing dunk, the elite big man contact dunks, and you get gold rise up, which is really nice. Like I said, if you make this build 6'9", even if you put your standing dunk to a 90, 6'9s do not unlock standing contact dunks. So just keep that in mind. That's the reason why I went 6'10". And as you guys can see, this build is really nice. You get every single driving contact dunk in the game. Besides the smalls, obviously you're not a small guard, and you get every single standing contact dunk in the game. Hall of Fame aerial wizard. This lob threat build is going to be pretty nice. All right, man. Now, like I said, this build is not a pure inside. You're probably thinking lob threat, it can't shoot at all. It's just going to be a defensive and finishing build. Like I said, this build actually does have some pretty good shooting. That's why I think it's a pretty good build. Mid-range shot is going up to a 71. Three-point shot is going up to an 82. As you guys see, you could stop at 81. 81 does give you gold catch and shoot, but I went up to 82. As you guys see, you lock 3 new badges: gold amped, gold green machine, and silver deadeye. I mostly wanted it for the gold green machine, and it's definitely better to have your 3-pointer higher. Obviously, the higher the better, so we're going 82 3 ball. Plus, you have 17 shooting badges. As you guys see, catch and shoot is a tier 3. You obviously need 17 shooting badges to be able to get this badge, so you will be able to unlock that with this build. And then once you core catch and shoot gold, then you can put on something else. But like I said, I just want to have 17 shooting badges so I can access this gold catch and shoot. And then our free throw, we're bumping this up to a 67. That should definitely be way more than enough if you want to play record pro-am with this build. That's pretty much a 70. Like I said, that should be way more than enough. Moving on to playmaking with this build, man, we're putting our pass accuracy all the way up to a 76. I was gonna stop at 75 at first because, as you guys know, it does give you LeBron James pass style, but I forgot this build is a 6'10". Most people probably want to use this build in the record pro-am, so you might as well go 76. 6. As you guys see, you do unlock another badge point, plus you get gold break starter, which is definitely a really good badge. Might as well. Most people probably will be using this in the 5, so you might as well have the gold break starter. It definitely will help you a lot. And then our ball handle and speedo ball, we're putting our ball handle up to a 70 and does unlock pretty good drill moves at 70 ball handle, plus you get bronze quick first step, bronze unpluckable, and stuff like that. Like I said, here is the very key thing. The reason why I upgraded the ball handle and the speedo ball, because in order for you to be able to get slashing takeover on next gen, you do have to upgrade the ball handle and speedo ball. The speedo ball, we're putting this all the way up to a 63. As you guys see, it does give you another badge point, so you do have 14 playmaking badges. If you guys do want to run bronze unpluckable, you definitely can. Just put one of your extra badges onto playmaking, and then you can get your bronze unpluckable. But like I did say, man, this is a lob threat build with crazy finishing. It would be kind of a waste if you didn't have slasher takeover. So like I said, even though you have crazy finishing stats, if you don't upgrade your ball handle and speedo ball at all, it won't give you slasher takeover. If you're on current gen, it still will. This is only for next gen. You can actually ISO somewhat. You get decent drill moves with the 70 ball handle and a 63 speedo ball. All right, man, now moving on to the defense for this build, man. This build is actually to have pretty good defense. Our interior defense, we're bumping this all the way up to an 82. As you guys see, 82 does give you another badge point, plus unlocks Hall of Fame workhorse. Definitely a really good badge to have. In our perimeter defense, we're bumping this all the way up to a 79. As you guys see, you don't get any extra badge points, but you do unlock silver challenger. Definitely a really good badge to have. As you guys see, here's what I was saying about 6'10s. Unfortunately, they don't get any clamps or nothing, so just keep that in mind when you make a 6'10 and taller player. Plus, you're gonna have to use a new jump shot. If you made a 6'9, you would have clamps and you would have your normal jump shots and stuff like that. And then steel, we're bumping this all the way up to a 78. As you guys know, it does give you silver interceptor. Really nice. So we're going 79 perimeter, 78 steel. Now I would say here are the main downsides about the build. In my opinion, this might be fine for some people: the block and the rebounding. So you're probably thinking, on a 6'10", I need at least silver anchor and probably at least like gold rebound chaser. We're to get to the rebounding later. I'm gonna explain the block first. Now, as you guys know, you do need an 87 block for silver anchor. I was trying to get that 87 block for the silver anchor, but I noticed whenever I put the 87 block, it was giving me the name inside out score. It wasn't giving me the name lob threat. The highest block you can go is 75 block, which kind of sucks. Unfortunately, you are 6'10". You're probably thinking, oh, I need at least silver anchor. I wanted to get that, like I said, but it will not give you the name lob threat if you put your block too high, which 75 is not bad. You do get gold chase down arts and bronze anchor, and just since you're tall, you're already 6'10", I think you should be fine with this, because if you use this build in the park or something, you already have a height advantage and you have pretty good interior defense. I think the bronze anchor, gold chase down arts should definitely be more than enough, but like I said, you can't go anything higher or else it will change your build name. And here is another very key attribute, the rebounding. So our offensive rebound, we are bumping this up to a 73, and our defensive rebound, we're putting this to an 80. As you guys see, it locks another badge point. Same thing with the offensive rebound. That is why we stopped there. Now, I know some people are probably going to be saying, oh, why go 80 defensive when you can go up +5 and get the silver rebound chaser? I was trying to do that, trust me. But here is another very key thing. Now, if you go too high on this rebounding, like, you really can't move these rebounding stats any higher, because if you go too high, it is going to replace your slashing takeover with glass cleaning takeover. You're obviously a lob threat. You definitely do want to have that slashing takeover. I was to tell you guys, if you guys are fine sacrificing slashing takeover and you want some higher rebounding, then you definitely could put your rebounding up to an 85 for the silver rebound chaser. I know most of you guys are going to want that slashing takeover, so you cannot move your rebounding any higher than this, or else it's going to replace your slashing takeover with glass cleaner. But this is definitely not bad. This build is going to have really good vertical. As you guys see, you do unlock bronze rebound chaser. It's definitely not the best. I did want to get silver, but like I said, you won't be able to get slashing takeover if you put it any higher. All right, y'all, now moving on to physicals with this build, man, we're going to be putting our speed all the way up to a 75. That's definitely the bare minimum. You never want to go anything below that, but it's definitely not bad at all. And we're maxing out the acceleration. Now the strength, we're maxing this out as well. As you guys see, pay attention over into finishing. You do unlock silver bully, which is a really good badge, and at 83, pay attention to defense. As you guys see, at 83 strength, you do unlock gold box out beast. So even though you only have bronze rebound chaser, you still do have gold box out beats and a really good strength, so you can easily just box somebody out, and if you're in position for it, you should easily be able to get the rebound. You're still a 6'10" power forward. And the vertical, as you guys see, we do have a 93 driving dunk. For you to be able to get those elite driving contact dunks, you do need an 82 vertical. Make sure you guys do that. And the rest of these attributes are going to be going on to stamina. We're going to be having a 90 stamina. That's definitely way more than enough. And as you guys can see, man, this is the build right here. So we got 21 finishing badges, 17 shooting, 14 playmaking, and 23 defensive. Like I said, a pretty well-rounded build. There are some key things that you cannot change for you to be able to keep the build name and for you to be able to keep that slashing takeover. If you're on current gen, you actually don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff, because current gen, as long as you have a super high driving dunk, you're getting slashing take regardless, even if you had a 25 ball handle, which is kind of cool about current gen. Unfortunately, if you're making this build on next gen, you do have to upgrade your ball handle and speedo ball to be able to access that slashing takeover. But this is definitely a pretty solid build right here, as you guys guys see. All right, man. Now moving on to the takeovers for this build, man. As you guys see, we got that slashing takeover. We got sharpshooter, lockdown, and rim protector. Now you obviously are a lob threat. I highly would recommend you guys throwing a slashing takeover. Usually I would say throw on easy blow-bys. Easy blow-bys is the best slashing takeover, but as you guys see, pay attention to this finishing moves. As you guys see, helps you absorb and finish through contact on layups, dunks, and alley-oops. This build is going to be catching a lot of lobs. Obviously you're a lob threat, so I would highly recommend you guys throw on finishing moves takeover. Now if you guys want to throw on sharp take, or if you want to go double slashing, that would be pretty OP as well. If you want to go sharp to help you shoot better, go ahead. Personally, I think since this build does have kind of a low block, I'm going to put on a rim take to help you play way better paint defense. I would say stuff blocks is definitely the best rim take, so this is what I'm going to recommend you guys do personally. But if you want to go lock take, you definitely could, or sharp take, or double slashing. It's completely up to you. I personally would recommend you guys go slashing take primary, and then the secondary is completely up to you. And as you guys can see, man, this build is similar to Aaron Gordon, Josh Smith, and Jeremy Grant. Like I said, man, this build is called a lob threat. Pretty rare build right here. This build probably does bring back a lot of nostalgia from NBA 2K20. It definitely was a really iconic build, and it's actually still a pretty good build today. At first, I was going to make a pure inside, but I realized in this game, you kind of have to be able to shoot. So this build is really nice. It could do literally everything. There's no weaknesses. You have an 82 3-ball, pretty good defense, really good rebounding, stuff like that. Definitely a pretty solid power forward build in the rec. Let me know what you guys think about this build in the comment section below, man. And like I've been saying, if you guys have any other rare builds you guys would like me to make, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I will shout you out in the very beginning of the video if you do give me an idea for a new video. But that's pretty much the end of the video, man. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.